Today, Joan and I are going to show you how to put together the Seville Classics 6-shelf shelving unit. This is our favorite shelving unit. It's stainless steel, it's on wheels, and it's perfect for your basement, garage, wherever you need storage without creating permanent built-ins. This is available online at SevilleClassic.com. It's also available at Sam's Club and Costco, which is where we usually buy it for our clients. So once you've opened the box, taken everything apart, you're given 8 of these. So these are 2 poles. You can see they easily screw together. So you want to screw all 4 of your poles together. And then you're given a bag with wheels. So you want to attach the wheels to the bottoms of each of the poles. And as you can see below here, we've already attached the wheels to 3 of our poles and slid our first shelving unit in to get us started. Okay, as you're putting the wheels and the shelves in the shelving unit, you want to make sure you've got the wheels with the brakes, which are right here, all on one side of the shelving unit, and so the non-brakes on the other side of the shelving unit. That way you can make sure you can brake both sides of the shelf to keep it from moving. Then they give us all these little black clippy things. There is a sign on them that says top, so you want to make sure that arrow is pointing towards the top of the shelving unit. There's a bottom ridge, so we want to utilize as much of the shelving unit as possible. So we want to slide this black piece to the very last ridge on the shelving unit and then put it to mate together. These do not. They fit nicely in the ridge and you'll hear a little snap sound when they hit the ridge, but they do not slide together. When the shelf comes down on top of them, they push together and actually clip. That's what holds the shelf in place. So now Joan and I are going to slide the poles all the way through as far as we can so that the black pieces are in with the shelving unit. You want to be careful when you slide that you've got the ridges in place so that you don't knock them off kilter when you flip the shelving unit up. We find it easiest when you get this all the way to the bottom and then flip the whole piece of shelving forward. There you go. So you've got your bottom shelf in place. It's a really sturdy shelving unit. We can stand in the middle of it. It doesn't bow or anything, which is part of the reason we really like these. It holds a lot of pounds per shelf. So the best way to put these shelving units so that the shelves are at the place that you need them is to make sure you have handy the things that you're going to put on the shelf. So for us today, we have bins that we're going to use to put on the bottom. Once we've got in place, we can see the height of these bins, and if we want to even it out a little bit, we can even it out. So we're going to want to slide the clips into place so that we can maximize the number of shelves that we put in place. So I'm going to go up 1 notch, so I'm 2 up from the double. Sorry, that's our pocket terminology. Every so many spaces on the pole, there is a double line, and so we've learned our own little code for getting these together so that we can get them at the right level. It's best to put these shelving units together with 2 people because it allows you to have an extra set of hands to slide these down so that we can make sure they're even. Something's off there.
I know. I'm trying to decide which one.
You need to go down 1. And that guy's upside down. Down 1. You should see 2 lines.
I do.
Okay, perfect. Great. So then we take the shelving unit. The other thing is, these are meant to sit nicely, tightly together, so you want to make sure you're lowering it at roughly the same speed, otherwise the shelf will get stuck. Alright, shelf number 2 in place. So then we can take the next set of items that we want to have on our shelving unit and pop those onto our shelf. Now obviously you don't need to put everything on the shelf all at one time, but at the same time it gives you a good idea of what you're putting on there and what the heights are of the different items so that you can make sure you get everything at the right height. So I'm going to go 1 below the double. Actually, I'm going to go 2 below the double, so you can see 1. Shelf 2, nicely in place. Alright, so as you can see, our shelving unit is together now. We're able to utilize all shelves because of the height of the garage we're working in. But if you had a situation where you had a lower ceiling, you could leave off the top shelf. It still has plenty of stability on the shelves so that you could put a larger bin and maximize that space. Or if you have ductwork or different things going and you're using it in your basement area, that's another good solution. Just leave off the top shelf, and that way you can utilize more space. They also come with these great shelf liners, which if we're doing this in a garage and we're putting larger items on it, we don't use the shelf liners. But if we're using this in a basement as an overflow pantry or for overflow cookware from a kitchen area, we put the shelf liners on, and that keeps the things from wobbling when you put them on a shelf. So thank you for watching our video today of how to put together a Seville Classic 6-shelf shelving unit. Again, available at Seville Classic online or at Sam's Club or Costco. It took us approximately 15 minutes to put this shelving unit together. If this is your first time putting one together, you may want to give yourself 30 minutes total. Thank you for your time.